This is level 3 part 3, and we are trying to do a master slave, which is positive or high add trigger. And we can see the truth table is like over here. When the D is 0 and the clock is high, it's going to give us 0. When the D is 1 and the clock is 1, it's going to give us 1. When the clock is low, no matter there's no input for D, it's going to save the value whatever it was before in the queue. The same thing when it's 1. So we did our code over here. We created the flip-flop, and we made the master slave flip-flop, which is creating 2 of these objects. Also, we created the waveform viewer, and we can see over here when the clock is low and this is high, is gonna give us low. When it's high and high, gonna give us high. When it's high and low, it's gonna stay the same. The previous status, no matter what you do in D. And then when it's low, the same situation, but when it trigger the edge over here to the high and this is low, is gonna give us low. And also we opened the viewer, and this is the components. We can open it, and this is the 2 flip-flop, and we can see how they are connected to each other, and the Q are the outputs. And if we go to the gate level, we can see this is the D flip-flop gate level. We did download our circuits to our board, and key 0, switch 0, switch 1. So this is switch 0. Over here we can see the code. So a switch 1 is the clock and D is 0, and the lights, the LED of 2, gonna be the output or Q. So if we have the trigger or the positive trigger on, and if we change the value of D to on, and it's trigger every time when it's the positive, so every time it goes down and up. So now even if we change this D on and off, it's not going to change our value. But when we take it off, and now it's not going to change our value, but when now we trigger the positive back again, if it's 1, it's going to stay the 1, and if it is 0, it's going to reset to 0. And we are successfully showed the truth table for this part.